Hi everybody, Maneesh Konkar here, and in this video we are going to look at 7 powerful ways in which you can save lakhs of rupees when buying a property. My name is Maneesh Konkar. I am a corporate consultant, a trainer. We also do digital marketing, and I have been taking this subject of negotiation skills at a management institute, SPJN, for the last many years. Now, we do a lot of corporate negotiations over there, but one of the participants came back and told us, look, the property that we buy is the single biggest expense that most of us will ever make in our lives. And could you give us a few tips on it? So that's where the context of this video is coming in. In this video, we are going to talk about seven unique ways in which you can negotiate with builders. Yes, builders do negotiate. It is important to talk to the right person at the right time in the selling cycle of the builder. And we have seen people apply these concepts, and they have saved between 5 to 10% on a property costing about a crore. That's about 5 to 10 lakhs, whichever way you look at it, is a large amount of money. All right. So the first thing that you have to look at is that builders go through cycles of being funds rich and being funds poor. When are they funds poor? That is the time in which we have to negotiate with them. So second point, if you do a research in the market about which builder, similar properties, if you, let's say, in the market to buy a 2 BHK property, and there will be like at least 10 different builders who are, possibly lots more than that in a similar area, who are looking to sell their properties. Go and do your research. The first thing you have to find out is what is the sales performance of the builder in that particular complex. How many flats have they sold? So if they've got, let's say, a 10-story building, 4 flats on each floor, like this, they've got 4 flats, 4 buildings. So you're talking about 160 apartments. How many of those have got sold? Number one thing to look out for is look for a builder who is desperate, who's not able to sell his flats. That's the guy who's going to be open to negotiation. Second point is builders have milestones on which they get bank funding. If he's struggling to reach that particular milestone, for example, he constructs till plinth level, he constructs till the 4th floor, he constructs till the 10th floor, the banks release funds as per those stages. If they have not sold enough property and they are finding it difficult to find the funds to construct till that next benchmark, that next milestone, that's the time when they are open to negotiation. So first is selecting the right builder. Second point is doing your research about the builder. Find out which builders are selling more, which builders are selling less. Where is there excess of demand and less of excess of supply and less of demand. Third point is a very powerful tactic. Okay? Let me just show you. It is called good cop, bad cop. So here's the point. Let's say you and your wife are going. One of you has to play the bad cop. One of you has to play the good cop. The good cop is the guy who goes friendly with the builder's salesperson. The bad cop is the one who is unemotional about the purchase and is therefore looking at and finding fault. So that is what the bad cop has to do. The bad cop has to find fault. So look for seepage in the apartment, look for where the apartment is not suitable for you, look for a room being very small, look for a toilet which is not constructed the way you want to construct. I mean, look for, your competitor is giving an air conditioning, you are not giving an air conditioner, along with this. The modular kitchen is thrown into that particular apartment, you are not giving that. So good cop, bad cop is that the bad cop finds fault with the builder. Of course, you have to do it politely, you have to do it subtly, and that's the game. All right. Point number 4 is bring in an higher authority. Say that my father is funding a major part of the expense, and his budget is like, you're going to an apartment, they give a quote of a crore. You start with, look, my father's budget on this was about 75 lakhs. What do you think we're going to do here? So bring in a higher authority. This higher authority can be your parents, it can be a CA who has told you that this is what is the rate in the market. That's what you have to stick by. Point number 5 is to behave like a reluctant seller or a reluctant buyer. What is this reluctant buyer concept? Don't act too desperate. Even if you love the apartment, even if it is perfect for your needs, don't act as if this is the great, this is the one apartment that you're very excited about. Because the minute you show excitement about that particular apartment, that is where you have begun to lose in the negotiation. So just make sure that you do this reluctant seller, reluctant buyer concept. The 6th point is to start making a ridiculous offer. Give a quote which is 25% less than what the builder has quoted. See what happens. Do not call them back. Wait for their sales guy to revert back, and that is when they will you will get an indicator of which of them are prepared to negotiate, which of them are not. Obviously, this means that you should not be shortlisting on a particular property. You should have a narrow list of maybe 3 or 4 properties which you are prepared to buy, all of which are equally good for you. All right. The last point is asking for more. So what is asking for more? Ask them to put in a free paint job for the property. Ask them to do waterproofing. Ask them to throw in 2 ACs, one each for the 2 bedrooms. Ask them to do a modular kitchen. That's what you can ask them to do. Okay. The game is about identifying who is more desperate and making sure that you are able to control your emotions in the picture. If you come till here, thanks a lot. I would urge you to subscribe to our channel. We put out a lot of content on sales and marketing and success tips. And do remember to check out our courses. I take negotiation skills. We have a awesome online course on it. The link is there in the comments on direction1.org. And I will see you in the next video. This is Maneesh Konkar signing off. Thank you.